in studio. Look
Back
at
in the studio. Welcome to the Cavalry, everybody. Oh boy, it's Christmas time, Johnny. Are you in the Christmas spirit?
You know I am. I got my yellow sweatshirt on.
I have my black zip-up jacket.
There we go.
Santa's
la, la, la.
coming to say.
That's right. Are you excited? Is Christmas your favorite holiday?
Oh yeah. I think you know what? This is what a great thing to bring up.
Yeah.
Wait,
Topic
let me ask.
number one.
Well, should I just be bold here and say something without asking you what your favorite holiday is?
No, because I know what you're going to say, and I'm fitting right into that lane. I agree.
Christmas is obviously the best holiday. It's everyone's actual favorite holiday.
Yeah.
And the people, unless you're like Muslim or Jewish, you don't celebrate Christmas. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Well, we're not talking about them.
Yeah, no. But if the people, if the people who have the privilege to get to celebrate Christmas, anyone who says Christmas isn't their favorite holiday is just trying to be interesting.
They're looking
so
for
it's
attention.
Like, actually, I love Halloween because I like spooky. Just shut the hell up. Shut up.
I like Thanksgiving because
oh yeah, those big
shit up my ass.
Well, oh yeah, don't you love that iPad you got for Thanksgiving? Come on, you idiots.
Yeah, you morons.
It really is down to those three though. Nobody says Easter. Don't you feel bad for Easter? I mean, Easter's a nice little holiday, but nobody says Easter for their favorite.
Well, nobody's. I mean,
some people say Thanksgiving. Some people say
Thanksgiving. Some people say Halloween. What else is there? Valentine's Day, Easter,
4th of July.
4th of July, St. Patrick's Day.
I think 4th of July maybe gets a mention here or there, but 4th of July, it's already summer. Again, no presents. And there's there's no ramp up to 4th of July. Like that's what's great about Christmas. There's real like sort of anticipation, building.
There's a season. Yeah, there's a season around it.
Yeah.
It's a holiday season.
There's lights. July. Who needs a holiday in July? It's already nice out.
Yeah. Every time I think of 4th of July, I just think, oh, that's gonna be the weekend the club I've been trying to get into gives me. You know.
I think that was a status update or tweet or something I had a while ago. It's like clubs must think I'm really festive. I know I'm a real festive comic because clubs always want to book me on holidays.
Oh, I love it. I worked the jukebox on 4th of July weekend one year. And he made such a big deal about how I shattered Tom Simmons' low attendance record.
My God. R.I.P. But that was the way the owner of Giggles, where I started, he was very much like that, where he would just mercilessly talk and just put all the blame on the comedian, where at that point, when you're talking about selling 4th of July weekend and there's 15-20 people in the crowd, whatever it is, it's not, you know what I mean? There's no, it's not like if I'm getting 40 people in here, I'm some big draw either. It's just all random. It's probably your fault. It's probably the mark of the club declining, honestly.
No, yeah. That's what I'll say. I say blame the club.
Yeah, that's what I say too. That's why we get holiday weekends, I guess.
How are you doing on your shopping?
I did a little bit of the whatever, all online. So like whatever you call it. I feel like it's indeterminate. It's so funny because like it's Black Friday, then it's Cyber Monday, then it's travel, but the sale, whatever sale there is, it's just through the weekend. And even then it's indiscernible if it's a better deal than you would have gotten before or after, I saw these videos going viral at Target where people were, and I have no idea if these are fake, and I will not look it up.
Yeah, so calm down, listeners.
So everyone, if you're a Target person, calm down. These could be fake, but I'm not looking it up. But they would take like the Black Friday stick, that is in like one of those plastic clear containers with the price, And they were like, Black Friday deal, $299 for this TV or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they would pull up the card, and behind it was just a regular price tag sale card, and it was the exact same price. And they just kept doing that and showing you that there was no deal. But again, that
Could be
very
fake.
easily could be fake. And I'm just, you know what I'm doing? I'm just pushing the misinformation out there without checking it. And so that's all I'm doing. I'm just
So calm down.
furthering I'm just furthering the lie. That's it.
We're podcasters. We're not newscasters.
Yeah, that's right.
But it reminds me of there was I am sure you've seen this. I'm sure it's super old, but it's like it's a meme where it's like, what does it say? Wednesday, and then it shows the price $4.99, and it's the guy from like 300 or something. He's like, hold, and then Thursday price, $4.99, hold, and then Black Friday it's $6.99 crossed off, $4.99 now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a psychological element to all of that, but I don't know. I mean, online it says 15%. I don't know. It was fun. I was hoping to find some airline deals. I kind of looked for like you know, flights because that I was gonna have to buy anyway, and I was like, all right, I'll
do that.
Black Friday they do. Airlines? They do.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they claim to, but I didn't buy any because they didn't look good to me.
Wow.
So
I bought 6 round trip Florida plane tickets last night using my Capital One Venture points. What's in my wallet? And oh my God. Wait, let me tell you this, and I'm not sure this is their plan, but when you're buying with points, it's like at a casino when you're playing with chips.
Oh
you're
yeah,
just like, it's not
free.
real money. It's free.
Yeah. So you were what did that lead to? Buying like upgrades or better
No,
seats?
I didn't buy any upgrades. I mean, no, but I was just less picky. I was like, oh, this one leaves an hour earlier and it's $100 more. Whatever. Let's get that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we've had this card since like the beginning. When we first moved out to LA, we opened it and we just put everything on the card and we've never used any. So
you have a ton of points.
I mean, that hardly made a dent in our points. It's pretty sweet.
That's amazing. You're rich in points.
First time I've ever used points for anything.
Well, see, I'm jealous because the second I have any points, they burn a hole in my pocket. I can't wait to use them.
Oh,
yeah. So we blow through ours, and then it's just like, I feel like you have to have like 100,000. Well, we have the Amex one, but yeah, I feel like you have to have like 100,000 points to really do anything or like have any sort of fun with it.
My friend, we have like 800,000.
Oh my God, you're the richest guy I know. Why don't you just go like to Tahiti or something? What are you going to Florida for?
Maybe me and Aaron will.
You should. You know where I would go? I would go to the Maldives or whatever, and they have those. They have these little rooms. They're like hotel rooms, but they're way out over the. They're on a dock at the end of a dock.
Oh, I've seen.
And then you like the glass floor, and then you like open up your French doors. They go right out into the water, so you could get out of your bed and just like go swim in the ocean. That's where I would go stay if I had 800,000 points, and I'd fly first class.
That's oof.
You should know.
What do you do after that? What do you do after a trip like that? Then you just kill yourself.
Yeah, that's all part of the plan. I'd also buy a gun with the points, like a nice loud gun. I want everyone in the neighborhood to hear it. Pow!
Oh, there goes Andrew.
Oh, there goes Andrew.
That makes me think there was
the loudest suicide possible. I'm gonna shoot myself and then land onto like a pile of glass wine bottles onto the cement.
Shoot yourself off the roof.
Yeah. And then knock over a bunch of wine. I feel like that's the loudest sound is glass hitting glass. Like a bunch. Like you ever take out your recycling and it's like, separating glass. Yeah.
You feel bad. You're waking up the neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's a story of a lady. That house on the dock made me think of this. There's a 50-some-year-old lady that died. She was just walking across through her house. She was walking, and her kitchen floor just gave way and she fell down a 50-foot well that was just underneath her house and died. Can you imagine? But I kind of felt like, well, she probably was dead before she knew what the hell was going on.
But you must 50 feet's long enough to go, what the fuck? Like I should have hit something by now.
50 feet.
I mean,
It's
50
like,
feet.
oh, this is annoying.
Wait, what is going on? Like this is such a mystery. That's where you would think like something like supernatural going on. Like, was I abducted by alien? I'm being sucked down by mole people.
Yeah. And then lights
Damn,
out.
it just lights out.
That's the way to do it.
Not at 50 though.
Yeah, that's a little early.
That's a little young.
Yeah. Speaking of dying early, I'm cutting soda out. I'm trying to minimize sugar. I'm trying to not eat sugar or get candy at the end caps, eliminating sugar. So I'm seeing
You're
what
doing
I
my
can do
thing.
here. What's that?
That's the no sugar thing.
Yeah. Yep. I
So,
just got back from the grocery store to load up on I got a bunch of salad kits. I know. Maybe I'm going too hard
whoa.
too fast, but
Yeah, you gotta take baby steps. But like, so you're going like no ice cream either, just no, like my thing, like just no dessert type stuff.
yeah. I could have very easily bought you know what? I did.
Yes, I can't wait. Oh yes.
I should
Oh please tell me what this
I,
is gonna be. Oh god, I hope it's good.
I did buy a stuffed crust 3-meat pizza that I'm gonna be eating after we're done.
No, that's fine. That's in
But it's
the
not a dessert though. It's not
that's
ice
not a
cream.
dessert. That's not sugar. I mean, it's like horrible processed foods, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
but you got it. That's what I mean. You have to start like you have to that's why it works for me. What works for me is
You
just like
still have something to look forward
I
to.
can literally eat anything I want as much as I want till I'm full. Hopefully, I eat till I'm full, but whatever. But I don't do any restrictive like no carbs or no bread
Yeah.
or none of that shit. And then just dessert, which is like such an extra thing. Like I'm never hungry for dessert. It's more like a mental thing. And like once you learn to like replace that with I don't know, human interaction or something.
Yeah, or masturbation.
There you go. Then it's fine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I'll keep us abreast of what of how this
Please
goes.
keep me abreast.
I will. And this is tea. This is because I have like a
Whoa.
yeah, tea.
Heidi and I went
So,
before this, we went to a restaurant. So there's this
where'd you
place
go?
that opened. Well, it was this Mexican place. So it had opened on Sandy, which is like the busy street near our house. A few, probably like, I don't know, like 5 minutes down the road. But she saw it open and it just looked very like not well attended. It had just opened up and they weren't getting, it didn't seem like they're getting a lot of business. And then sure enough, next thing we drove by and they had plywood over one of the windows. So somebody had busted their damn window already. And then we're like, God damn it. So we really should be supporting businesses that come into the neighborhood and open up. So we went there and finally, like we never go anywhere new, but we finally were like, no, let's go tonight, pick up
Yeah.
Ginger from daycare. We're going to just go straight there so we don't get lazy and not go. And we get there and they got like $7 margaritas. We're like, perfect. $7, two margaritas.
2 margaritas each.
Yeah, no, just one a piece because trash, just straight trash, right? Just like awful.
Oh,
And
it was
then
bad.
just like I was like, I'll talk about sugar. Just like they used, it wasn't like real lime juice. It was like the
Oh,
mix or whatever.
yeah.
And then we're like, all right, well, maybe the food's good. Food, just trash. They couldn't have been nicer. They couldn't have been, it couldn't have been like, there was nobody in there. So Ginger could just run around and dance. She had a great time. But,
But the food was just trash.
food was trash. Drinks were trash. So you're like, I don't
Oh,
know, guys.
good luck.
We went there. Good luck. I hope they make it, but
Yeah, we'll say the name in Patreon. So,
Yeah,
so I subscribe for the
I
Patreon.
honestly couldn't tell you, and I'm not gonna look it up because I'm like, I'm probably never gonna
Uh,
go there again.
that's
But I
funny.
wanted to try. I wanted to support.
Yeah.
I got my Christmas lights up. Did you get your Christmas lights up?
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, no, we don't have lights up. I'm done putting lights up because I can't. It's too scary and dangerous, and there's already snow. So
Oh, there's
we
already
put a
snow.
giant wreath on the we put a giant. I mean, not a lot of snow, but there's snow
Yeah.
on the ground. But we put a giant wreath on the garage, and then I bought this when I was in Louisville. I went on a run, and I ran by this. Do you guys have At Home, the big store? It's At Home.
No.
Well, it's some big, huge warehouse store. And I went in there just because I was walking around and I saw this giant inflatable Santa. And it's like
There
12
you
feet
go.
tall. And so I
There
was
you
like, I got
go.
to get that for the house. So I got
That's
it.
better than lights.
Yeah. But look,
Yeah.
look what I got.
Oh, he's huge. Oh, and he's a black Santa.
That's right.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Just
I did.
enraging.
To full disclosure, I did not do that on purpose, but
Well,
now we have a black Santa in our front
they
yard.
can't. They it's good, great to have a black Santa, but they also like. It's not like they can advertise it on the box. They can't. You know what I mean? You
Well, they
can't.
did. I
Oh,
mean,
they did.
after I saw the next morning because I put it up at night and I didn't know
Yeah.
until the next morning when I was like, wait a minute, why is this
But I
weird?
mean, they can put the picture on the box, but they can't
Oh,
call
right, but they can't say black.
black Santa, which would have been helpful for you. Now, see, that's the thing though. If you had known, then there's a black Santa next to a white Santa.
You know what? I don't. That's a good choice. I would have had to think about it, but then maybe I would have gotten this one anyway, just to be like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Because I used to always get like when they have dolls, they have different dolls.
Yeah.
I'd always get the black doll for my daughter
Yeah.
or my goddaughter, my nieces, because
You
like,
know, it's like an easy it's just like an easy way, you know what I mean? Throw a little, it
yeah,
doesn't
it's an easy way to
actually.
say, hey, I got a black friend. I got my niece a black doll.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the lowest commitment ever to social justice, buying a black doll.
That's right.
I think it's funny, just the idea, just like someone, because you're in Wisconsin, but you're in Madison, so there's no it's not like controversial, you know.
Right.
You'd have to go to a pretty uh remote part of Wisconsin probably to get people annoyed about your black Santa.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well,
Um. Oh, so I have before we.
oh, wait, really
I
quick about lights
Yes.
before we move
Yes.
on to lights, because I had a thought. So I got my lights up today, and this is the first time I was up on the roof, like doing the actual, because our house has like three like arches, you know, that's like the design of the house,
Okay.
the front facing kind of triangles.
Yes.
And so it's like I put lights on all those, and it's pretty high up, the middle one.
Like, it's a second story, the 2-story?
It's a one-story house, but like
Okay.
there's attic space up there. It's just like
Right.
the
Okay.
design of it. So anyway, I was up there, and it's amazing how quickly you lose your respect for how easily you could die. You know, like I'm like at first I was moving the ladder. I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna take forever. So I just got on the roof and like sort of leaned over and was like
Yeah.
tacking them up that way.
Yep.
And then you're like half your weight is sort of like leaning over the roof, putting
Yeah.
on these Christmas lights, and you're just like casually like whatever, you know. I like, it wasn't even occurring to me, like one wrong gust of wind, I'm like dead, you know.
Would you die if you fell from that?
The middle part, yeah, it's like a 30-foot. I mean, or I'm just paralyzed, worse, like paralyzed, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like thinking about it, because Christmas lights bring people a lot of joy, but
Yeah.
also they need to, because if you think of how many people Christmas lights have probably killed over
Or
the years, like
paralyzed.
that has to happen every year, right? Like a bunch of people fall off a roof trying to put up Christmas lights.
You know, my dad fell off our roof putting up Christmas lights, and he fell. Luckily, he just fell into a giant Fitzer bush.
Thank
So
God.
I know.
Yeah. Oh God, I thought you were about to be like, my dad was good. Thanks for bringing that up, asshole.
No, no,
I think
no,
we,
no.
I know, I think we talked about that because I fell off a ladder one time painting, but I fell into a bush, and I got pretty banged up, and the paint went everywhere and everything. But it would have been way worse if it wasn't for the bush.
How did, like, if you were walking across the street, like someone was walking across the street and they saw it, did it look hilarious?
Yeah, it must have looked really funny because the paint, like I'm like splayed out in the bush, like can barely move because I'm like scared to and hurting, and the paint went flying up in the air and then splattered like really did a good splatter across the house, of the area I
Yeah.
hadn't painted yet, so it looked
Oh,
like I don't know, not Picasso, but whoever would do that paint that way, where they just like splash the paint at the house.
yeah.
So it would have been pretty good if you saw it happen.
And then you pop your head out of the bush with the empty paint can upside down on your head and go, oi, oi, oi.
Nice job, Ernest.
Ernest paints a house.
Someone yelling out.
Uh, nice.
Anyway, okay. That was just my thought on lights, is that they've probably killed more joy than they've created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do respect a house with a good set of lights up, but
This might be the only year we do it. And they're white lights. A lot of people have been saying, like, yeah, you could just leave them up. Just
yeah.
no one will notice. Just unplug the cords, and
Well, that's what I thought of doing with our tree. We have because we have a giant blue spruce that's like taller than it blocks our house. I mean, if you're driving into the cul-de-sac, you can't see, you could see the garage, but the house, there's just this giant. And so I was thinking, like, and there's no way I could light it because I'd need a cherry picker. So if we
Right.
hire a company to put lights on and be like, why would we
Yeah.
take it down? Why don't we just not only plug it in at
Right.
Christmas? Because
Yeah.
it would be sweet. It's a
Pay
huge
for it
tree.
once and then just never do it again.
Yeah.
Then like one light would go out, it would drive you crazy.
Oh yeah. We can't see. I can't go on the roof of the second story because all the like our previous places we lived, like where I grew up in our house in Milwaukee, you could get on the lower one and climb up to the top. But this one's like, it's you can't get up to it from it, so you need a huge ladder and there's solar panels. So it's like I
Oh
don't
God,
want to
yeah.
put lights on from the ladder and just move it inch by inch, which is what I've always done, but it's just annoying.
Yeah. No, you did it right. Buy a big inflatable black Santa and move on with your life.
Yep. And you put the wreath up. Yep. So this is what I was gonna bring up. So last week my topic was the toothbrush conundrum, which you
Yes.
flipped me on.
Yeah.
And so the topic was, I don't know, what was the
topic was you shouldn't leave your toothbrush in the bathroom because the fecal matter, the poop in the air will get on the toothbrush.
Yeah.
And then I convinced you it doesn't really matter.
Yes, you convinced me that's
and
how
it wasn't
I
a Johnny
felt in the first place.
Yeah, the Johnny take would have been the real Johnny would have been like, who cares? I don't taste it.
See the germs. I don't taste it. I'm not getting
Right.
sick.
No one's gotten sick from their toothbrush. So what are we doing?
So I explained this to my buddy who put who's basically, it was his concept or his topic, because he feels strongly about it. He's got his in a drawer and
right.
So and I explained, and he was like, okay, well, what about this? So when you talk on the podcast, what if your wife went in to the bathroom,
yes,
and had a muffin or like a piece of bread or toast and was eating it, and someone had just taken and someone had taken a shit and it smelled really bad in there. So they just put the plate down, or you go in there to take a shit, and they put the plate down.
Yeah.
And then they get out of the bathroom and you take a shit, and then they come back in while it stinks and they eat the biscuit or whatever. Would you think that you're married to a filthy, dirty, gross person?
Yes. But I think that I also wouldn't go and brush my teeth while it smelled like shit in the bathroom.
That's what I said.
Like I would wait
Yes, that's what
until
I said.
it and like run the
Until
fan
it settles on my
until
toothbrush.
everything's settled, like a normal person.
Right.
No one's like, "Ooh, did someone just shit in there? Let me run and brush my teeth quick." You know?
Right.
And the muffin thing, I mean, if we're being 100% honest, if let's say it was, I mean, it's you're talking about like a muffin, like nobody cares about a muffin. I'm talking about what if this was like just the most delicious fresh baked chocolate chip cookie ever. And
Mm-hmm.
someone brought it into the bathroom and left it in there. And then someone went in and took a shit. And then, you know, later when it didn't smell like shit in there, you came in there and you're like, "Oh my god, this is my favorite cookie of all time." Are you not going to eat it? I mean, be honest with yourself.
This is my house, right?
Yeah, it's your house.
Okay. So I'm not. Yeah, I'm
And
just.
then you can take the cookie out of the bathroom and eat it in the kitchen or it doesn't
Yeah.
have to
Oh,
happen
you
in the
know I will.
bathroom.
Of
Yeah,
course
I
I
know
will.
you will. I know, of course. Everybody would. It's just
Well,
we're living in this
yeah.
fantasy land where it's like, "Oh, let me throw away this,
That's not. Yeah, that's like rude.
And it's like it's one thing to like discover the idea that you're like, "Oh, it's gross." But like we have how many years of evidence? 200 years? How long have been people been brushing their teeth? 150 years? 200 years? I don't know.
I,
Who knows?
I know.
But
No
we
way
have
to know.
that many years of evidence to show it doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't hurt anybody. You know what I mean? You're not getting sick from brushing your teeth with your poopy
Yeah.
toothbrush.
People keep their toothbrushes in their bathroom.
Everybody does.
In a cup
Almost
next.
everybody does. I mean, like it's funny that because I do keep mine in the medicine cabinet. That's what's so funny because people were like when we'd have guests, they were getting confused and using the wrong one. And
The wrong toothbrush.
yeah, my mother-in-law got confused one time and used mine when she was staying with us. And then just like I come home from the road because I'm on the road and it's just sitting at, and she thought it was hers, and that kept happening. So now I keep mine in the medicine cabinet
So
too.
what did you do after the mix up? Did you throw yours in the garbage can and get a new one?
I think I just let her. I was like, "That's yours now," and I got a new one.
Happy birthday, Mom. You can have
Yeah,
my toothbrush you've been using. Yeah.
but
Well, my response to that counter argument was that I mean, honestly, I have taken plates out of our bathroom many mornings that because Erin will, while she's doing her makeup or getting ready or whatever, is just eating toast or English muffin in the bathroom.
yeah,
Granted, it probably doesn't smell like a big old
that's
oily
a
turd.
thing. It's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
hotels. I mean, like when you go to a hotel, they do such a good job. If it's a nice place, they do such a good job of making you feel like you're the first person to ever stay there. But if you had
Yeah.
been there before the cleaning people got to it, you
Oh,
wouldn't stay in that room for $1,000. It's just remember, like this probably happened to you, but like on cruise ships, if you get there too
yeah.
early and the maids haven't turned around your room yet, you get
You're
in there and
staying
you
in
see
another comics room.
you see their whole filthy lives, just their disgusting bathroom situation, and with the way they've left just piled up towels of God knows what on the floor, and the sheets all pulled. It
It
really
doesn't even have to be great. It's like even if just the
revolting,
bed is not made, it's like,
right? Yeah, it's just all mental. It's just like, oh yeah, something happened, something
yeah,
dirty happened here.
yeah,
So I don't think. I mean, I think most of this stuff is mental. Most things don't kill you.
right. We're pretty much invincible, basically.
Ladders are gonna kill you before a poopy toothbrush does.
That's right. That's right. I agree. Hmm.
Anyway.
Anyway,
All right. Anything else, big guy? Any other pre-show
you got any
discussion
other pre-show
topics?
discussion? You know what? I'm so light on topics. I might, I might just try to shoehorn this pre-show discussion topic into a topic.
Okay. What
So,
is it?
baths.
This can be your official topic, even though
Okay.
it's only got pre-show discussion topic status.
All right. Baths versus showers.
Oh.
Okay. if you take a bath, you're a filthy pig.
Okay, I like this one. So because why?
Well, because of the obvious. I mean, you're just stewing in your own
Right,
fucking ass
right,
grease.
right.
Yeah.
But then, do you subscribe to the idea like once soap touches something, it's now like clean?
Yeah, I mean, I take baths. I don't hold
But do you
myself
know
up
what I
to this.
mean?
I don't
Like,
hold myself up to the standards that I
right.
expect other people hold themselves up to.
You know what's crazy is like back in the olden time, not even that long ago, they would save the bath water. So if you
Yeah.
had like 10 kids, they would like.
It wasn't that much longer. I would
Did you
do
do
that.
that?
I used to, yeah. I
With
would
all
take
your
a bath
brothers
and
and
then my sister would get in after me.
but it was it the same water?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm now that I mean
We'd
that
add
is
hot, I'd
rough.
add hot water to make it, because it's not hot anymore, but
Right.
I'd add hot water, but yeah, it
But I
was
mean
still
on it, but if you subscribe to the theory, which I sometimes do, which is like once soap's in there, it's clean. It's like
like
self clean.
chlorine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it's like because like someone told me like the bara soap thing, like it's gross if because when I was a kid we would share that there'd be one bar
Yeah.
of soap and everybody would use
Yes.
it, and then somebody was saying that's gross, but I'm like, but it's soap.
Yeah.
Soap,
It's soap.
soap can't get dirty. Soap is soap. It's like if
I
anything touches
totally agree.
soap, it's now clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's proven.
Like
So
if you knew your brother just scrubbed his ass in the
right,
shower with a
wouldn't
bar of
matter.
soap, you'd still use it to wash your face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
In fact, I would insist. Like I'm starting with my face just to prove my confidence and the cleanliness of soap.
Or you might as well just cut out the middleman, get rid of the soap, and just
Wash my face on his ass. No,
yes.
that doesn't. That doesn't.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
doesn't
right.
fit.
There's a hole in the argument. Okay, that's a different logic. There's no logic there.
No, no. You tried to catch me. You tried to trick me. I didn't fall for it. Uh,
You got your nose up to his crack. Now wait a minute. Hang on.
you
No.
you take baths
Um. I don't. You
to,
know what? I'm
to
not
like
Jason Russell. Jason Russell takes baths to clean himself regularly. I'll take a bath just to relax. If
yes,
I take daily showers, and that's how I clean
right,
myself.
yeah,
And this is the first time, this is the first bath we've had that's not like that I actually fit into.
yeah,
Sometimes Aaron and I will take a bath together and just watch something on the iPad on the stand, and
yeah,
that's fun. But then we're in each other's filth, so yeah.
right. But you have like a nice, relaxing big tub. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aaron has made me take a shower before I get in the bath if we're gonna take a bath
Yeah.
together to watch something.
Yeah.
If it's right after I ran or something.
Yeah. I don't blame her.
Yeah. Or if I have like an obvious turd nugget hanging on.
So the so the so
You
I've,
protest that?
so you're saying that baths to get clean are not the way to go. You can't.
You're just a weird. I'm just basically
You're a
my topic
weirdo.
is Jason is a weirdo.
Yeah, Jason's a
That's
weirdo.
my
Yeah, that's the topic.
But and then maybe
My
we've talked about this
grandfather.
before. Jason will bathe in hotel and condo baths.
And not like the fancy one. It's funny when you get like a really fancy hotel room and it has a huge jetted tub or something. Like I very rarely do it, but like I look at it like, oh, that might be nice. I should use that,
Yeah.
later or something. But I almost never. But again, it would only be to relax at the
Right.
end of
Not
a
to
show or
clean.
so. It wouldn't be to like clean before. Like, okay, I got to take a bath before I go out tonight.
Right.
That would be funny. Like in Vegas, you're with your boys and bachelor party or something. Like, all right, everybody, quick baths, and then we're getting ready. we're getting
Quick bath and then in the lobby in 30.
Everybody, take your baths. Get ready. Like what? What did he say? Did he say bath? Everyone take your baths.
Take a bath.
Everybody scrub it up in the bath, and then we'll be downstairs in 30.
Yeah.
my grandfather, uh, Leon, my mom's
Leon
dad,
Slater? Oh no.
Leon, no, Leon Holman.
Okay.
He would take a bath to clean himself every day in
Mm-hmm.
the afternoon, like when he got home from work.
Wow.
And he would bathe in the evening before dinner every. And when my parents, I was obviously not around for this, but when my parents got engaged, he was in the bathtub, and so they had to go up and tell him while he was in the bath.
Was he in a giant barrel? Is that what he bathed in?
No, he was like a smaller guy. You know how everybody was smaller in the past, and everything in their house was like a little smaller. And I remember even as a kid, I was like, "This seems like a small tub," and he would just bathe in the tub for his. He's like home from work, take off the suit, go in the tub.
Wow. It sounds nice, actually.
Yeah, it's a
See,
different
but
time.
there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking like bathing in the loony bin condo.
Well, yeah, no, I know. Or like even those, like what I'm not into, and I cannot find relax because Heidi uses our bathtub sometimes again to relax, but I can't get into like shower tub situation. Like if there's a shower
Oh
in the
yeah,
bathtub,
yeah.
or
It's like in the
if
kids'
your
bathroom.
bathtub is the shower, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eh, that's where all the you know what I mean? That's where all the
You're
feet
just
are.
bathing in feet.
Yeah, you're just a foot. You're just like, oh, okay. A lot of feet have been here. A lot of stranger feet. We've had a lot of guests of ill
Yeah.
repute. No,
Yeah.
thank you. Like a Ramada Inn shower tub, and I'm just gonna get on the bottom of that.
Yeah.
No,
No. No,
I'm
thank
not
you.
into that. And there's something mental about when you see a tub and it's only a bathtub. You're like, that's only for baths. And like, okay, I'm much more excited about that. Like Heidi loves this thing. We went to England one time, stayed in the Cotswolds, and they did that thing where they have the bathroom and the shower and everything. And then in your hotel room, there was a big clawfoot tub at the foot of your bed. So you
Oh
could,
wow.
yeah. So it was like a whole separate experience. And she's like obsessed. If we ever like got a chance to like build our own master bedroom, that's what she would do. She would put a big tub at the foot of our bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Not in a bathroom.
Not in the bathroom. So it's like this whole, like, you know what I mean? But I'm more into that as like an experience,
I
you know?
I feel like I feel like you only see that in pornography.
Yes, keep going. Now you're getting it.
All right.
Getting
All right. I'll
closer
make
to
my
our
new
end.
style.
How do you think we're going to pay for this new master bedroom?
Wow.
No, you can't say master bedroom. You're
No.
racist.
Yeah.
You know that. You got a black Santa.
That's right. I would never.
You say primary.
Yeah.
Primary bedroom.
Primary bedroom.
Glad I cleaned that up.
Parental unit.
Okay. You ready for my topic?
I'm ready for your time. I'm excited.
Not that anybody asked.
Gotta do some backing up.
But I'd be curious what you think about this. But so my brother-in-law, great guy, and
I
great.
agree. I'll back you up. And that's our show.
That's the easiest one yet. He
That's a great guy.
he's a really good cook too. So like his dad was in town for Thanksgiving, and we had everybody over for Thanksgiving and made turkey and all this stuff. And so they wanted to take us out for dinner on Sunday at this prime rib place, but they couldn't get a reservation. So instead they're like, why don't we just make dinner at your house? They got like salmon from Costco. He's like, I'm gonna make the salmon and these smashed potato things and asparagus. I was like, cool, great. But this is what I need backup on. If someone makes dinner at your house for like a group, like a
At your
more,
house?
yeah, my house. They're gonna make dinner at my house.
Okay. For a group.
That's not really a favor to me because and it was delicious and it was amazing, but it's like now I got people over. We got like infinity dishes that I can't, and then you can't be like, and then you do like they just cooked. So then, it's that whole thing like, well, you cooked, so I'll do the dishes. And then you're like, okay, great. Now for the price of dinner, I get to be like Cinderella for the rest of the night and scrub every pot and pan we have.
Yeah, you're saying like compared to let's order food or let's
or
go
go
eat.
out just go to a different restaurant or go to your house.
Yes. Oh, that's a
Beautiful
good.
gesture to want to
Yes.
cook, and he made delicious salmon, but like not really helping me out.
It's a beautiful gesture,
Not an
but
evening.
keep it to yourself.
Right. Let's just say we did this.
Yeah.
Because it's like not something I would, I always think of like, if I could just sign up to go out to dinner for the rest of my life, I probably would. If I could afford it, and just that's our night every night, we just go out to a restaurant, I'll sign up for that right now. But like, I would not want the life of every night someone cooks for me and uses every dish we have, and then I get to do the dishes.
Right.
I don't like that life.
What if he like insisted? He's like, no. I'm feeding and I will do the dishes.
That's what again, in total fairness to him, I think that's what the offer was. Like, we will cook and we'll do like, they were even aware. But once you get in the moment,
you would feel like a huge asshole.
I can't. They just and it's like not happening. Like, sure, I waited a little bit, but eventually it's like, clearly this isn't going to, if they don't jump on it right away, then I kind of have to get started.
Oh boy, well, we seem to all be done. You mentioned something about the dishes.
I just like bring up the text on a projection screen. See, it says here you'll cook and do the dishes.
Yeah.
But I hate to even bring this up because, it was a beautiful meal, perfectly cooked. But just like in general, you're not, either
the whole
cooking
time were you
house,
thinking, oh God, that plate, oh, that dish.
Yeah. And then like just using every single, because he's like a gourmet type chef, so he's using every little stupid pan thing that we have, pans I didn't even know we had.
Yeah.
Anyway,
my heart goes out to you.
See, it's a stretch, this one.
No, but I know I would feel the same way. I would like enjoy the meal, but I'd be like, I don't know, is this worth it?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's just not like the relaxing evening you think you're giving someone. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Like, what's perfect is those have you ever been signed up for a meal train, like when you have your kid and like there's like neighbors? Yeah. Now that is a favor. People just bringing entirely completed like meals, like casseroles or soups or bread or whatever it is, to your front door and not even coming over, not even visiting. That's a party. That's a dinner party. You just
especially if it's in like tin, like
throwaway shit.
You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about returning their Tupperware.
Or even if it is, it's usually like in one thing. You can just toss it in the dishwasher, But now that I would like to be signed up for a meal train for life. Just somebody just keep society, just keep passing it around. Whose turn is it to make Andrew dinner?
Just, you know what? Just every day post on your Facebook that someone died close to you. Just can't get out of bed.
It's a rough, anything would help.
Yeah, anything would help. I'm not going to start a GoFundMe. I don't want you guys to give my money. It's, you guys have earned. I am very hungry and it is hard for me to make my own meals though. And this is my address.
Anything helps. I have had a lot of lasagnas lately though, so
I don't like onions. I do not like onions.
But honestly, anything helps. Maybe a risotto. That sounds kind of good.
A risotto might make me a little less sad today.
Yeah. Something easy to reheat. Anything.
Anything.
All right. Pretty good. Let's wrap it up there.
Wrap it up. That's solid.
Solid app. Thanks everybody for listening to the Cavalry. I have a show I really want people to come to on Friday, December 8th at Al's Den here in Portland. Going to be recording. So we want to sell it out. I think it's at 7:00, downtown Portland, Al's Den, McMinimans. Tickets are on my website. Tell a friend who lives in Portland.
Sorry, did you say you're recording?
Yeah. So I'm doing the
800-pound album again in your own.
We're going farther back. We're like, it was such a success last time. Let's do it again. So we're going to be doing some new material. They want a long show. They want a 2-hour show. So we're going to be doing some new material at the beginning and the end, and then in between some classics.
Nice.
Yeah. But I'll have to dust off.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
All right. I am at I'm just gonna plug Comedy on State, Madison, Wisconsin, the 16th. 2 shows.
Oh boy.
2 shows.
Oh, I saw this. I saw an advertisement for this. It was great. It was on your Instagram, and there's 3 comics they were advertising at the same time. It was Lisa Curry.
Yep.
And then underneath her picture, it said taping a new special. And then under Christopher Titus, it said tickets going fast. And then under Johnny, it said local legend. It's like, why do they have to put yours like tickets going fast? It just totally implies tickets are not going fast for the local legend.
Under Johnny, it should just say take your time. Walk-ins available.
I mean, is there a worse way to sell tickets than local legend? Like, you've been on Letterman. You're not, you're you're on the Cavalry podcast. You're no slouch.
It's funny. You know what? Honestly, like, I wonder if because I didn't think about that. Like, when you say, oh, he's a local comic, like, I said that once. I was at the Cleveland Improv with, I think it was Christina Pazitz or whatever. What's his name? Tom Segura's wife. And
Pazinski. I don't know how to say it either. Pazinski, maybe.
Yeah, and we met up with Ryan Dalton.
Yes.
Who, he's from Cleveland, and I mean, he's a full-time comic, and I was introducing him to her, and I said, "Oh yeah, and I said a local comic," and he was like, "What the? Thanks." And I was like, "You're a comic, and you're
local,
and you're local." Yeah. I didn't at that point.
No, it's not. It's weird that it's not really. It shouldn't be like a put down or an insult, but when you're using it in the like credit zone, it sounds like a lack of credits. It's like, oh, we're going with my geography here. Why people should see the show.
Local. Okay, that's you're okay. What makes him a legend?
I like that he's local. I like that he's not using a lot of his carbon footprint getting to this show will be low. I like that,
So he's local. So he's easily accessible if I'm also local. Okay.
Right. Okay. So I could probably see him just about any time. Great. Okay, good. I better get tickets right now. Okay, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for listening to
The Cavalry.